All right, I've done this exercise 3 times with clients this week. And so that tells me this is valuable for all of you, perhaps. Actually, maybe I've even done it more. And it looks like this. I don't know what I was thinking putting my hair down, because we all know that I prefer it up. So here we go. A lot of times I'm working with clients either in general life coaching or abortion coaching. And it can be some big, heavy, and I know these are just like descriptive words, they're not necessarily true, but like big, heavy, complicated, dark, burdensome circumstances that we're working through. And it can be like big career stuff going on, or still working through the trauma of abortion, or the end of a relationship, anything, right? And we get these ideas in our head that to fix the problem, we need to go right into the thick of it. Like, if we want our lives to change, we need to tackle the big problems. And while sometimes that's true, that we can jump right in and go for the big guns, more often than not, that falls short if we are not working through the other stuff behind it. So I have a habit of, like, when I start to feel a little lost or a little like off center in my life or my business, I open YouTube, yay YouTube, and I click Abraham Hicks, or I type it into the search, or it just shows up because I subscribe, and I watch the first Abraham Hicks video that pops up, and I just trust it's exactly the one I need. And guess what? It's always exactly the one I need. But I know that Abraham Hicks has influenced a lot of who I am and how I support myself and how I support my clients. So that feels relevant to this exercise that I want to show you. When we want to feel empowered, independent, free, strong, connected, and we're trying to feel that through things like big career changes, big relationship changes, big life changes like abortions. It falls short because we forget what those feelings are like in other places in our lives. So Abraham always says, if you follow the path of satisfaction. Like, if you want to feel more abundance in your life around money, go feel more abundance in your life around food, around music, around ideas. And so a lot of times my clients know that the big feelings they want, independence, freedom, peace, acceptance, the big feelings they want in their big life stuff are just so far away. And so the exercise I've been doing with clients lately is, let's go back as far as we need to go back, to your 20s, to your teens, to your childhood, to the places where you felt the most you, where you were shining, where you were glowing, where you were connected to like the authentic, juicy feelings of being who you are. And I have drawn this out with clients multiple times this week. Again, general and abortion clients. And to me, it's like, how do we bring back the light of this person whose name is underneath this post-it? And I thank her for letting me share this. How do we bring back the light of you? Because when the light of you is there again, is sparked again, is shining again, tackling the bigger stuff is so much more achievable. So I've been asking clients to, they don't necessarily know I'm drawing it this way, but behind down on my desk, I'm drawing it this way. And it looks like a bit like a flower, but to me, it's more like a sun. And it's like, what are the things that bring you joy? Hiking, music, dancing, swimming, kayaking, nature. And in between, the way I've been doing the exercises, tell me all the things that bring you joy. And then I go back and I say, tell me the first thing you feel when you think about, I'm trying to read this backwards, but like, when you think about spending time alone and you feel, and just tell me the first feeling that brings up. And like in this case, it was content. Tell me the first feeling you feel when you think about being in the sun. In this case, it's peace. The first feeling you feel when you think about kayaking, strong. And so if you want to feel strong in your body again, if you want to trust your body again and feel strong, go feel strong kayaking. Trust yourself to feel the joy and the strength in kayaking again. Trusting yourself to feel joy and strength in a body that right now you feel defeated by, or in a relationship that right now you feel hindered by, it's too far a leap. Like, go let yourself feel that in the places that to you last felt like authentic and real and true. And so my homework for a lot of my clients this week has been like, come back to this. And you don't need all of this at one time. You just need one ray of light, one ray of sunshine to remind you who you are. A different client, not on this list here, but a different client had travel in one of her rays. And it, she was noting that in travel, it like kind of challenges and exposes so many different parts of her. It stimulates her in so many different ways. It's like travel isn't just about seeing new places. It like makes her come alive in this way where she can thrive. And so when we're going after the big things, sometimes we need to just like with this client today, we wrote down all the big stuff. It's right here. And then I set it aside. I was like, okay, now we're going to put that on the side and we're going to come here because we cannot tackle, that's the word I'm thinking of. We cannot tackle this until we've laid a little bit more foundation here in this light. Trusting yourself to make big decisions about your career, your relationship, or your fertility, when you don't even trust yourself to like paddle a kayak and be in the joy of that, is going to be really fucking hard. So come back here. Come back to the places that are authentically you. Just one ray of light is going to ripple that strength into the other bigger stuff in your life. So I hope that was helpful to you. Always reach out. I'm here for more individual coaching. Sometimes it's really hard to like grab these concepts and share them in a way that makes sense for lots of people. When you're on a call with someone one-to-one, it's much more unique. It's much more tailored. It's much more directive. And so it can be easier to understand the concepts when they're really just you and I talking it through. But go play with it. Send me pictures. I'd love to know what your rays of sunshine look like.